Roll the dice. You got double binaria. Wow, now those are some real snake eyes. But that slime screams more snail than anything. So how about you all break out of your shell? Of course, sometimes it's safer to stay inside. Okay, someone tell Paul to pick up his giraffe. Oh no, your friends. Well, save what's left of them. We can always make new ones. Ugh, drain that slime. You know, if you're making a spider, 8 eyes is enough. To make a mouth, he can hold our sprunky friends. But we should probably add a cover. Not to mention some holes for teeth. Use nails. I'm sure you get the point. Add some paint. Black is your color. Of course, a little red never hurt anyone. Guess everybody needs to get a head. Our new friend is a sharp-dressed thing. Uh-oh, guess who's back? Stomach bigger than your eyes? This guy's another story. Okay, guys, roll the dice and see what you get.
Oh no!
Let the Skibidi battle commence. You get a toilet. With all the fixings, some assembly required. What else has this potty got? Another body? Why don't we split this one down the middle? 2 halves make a whole, or whatever this is. Well, the right paint job covers all mistakes. Make sure not to get too much in that hole. And let it dry before you handle it. Your turn. Might as well cut right into it. Hope you like opening tiny plastic bags. Now that that's done, it's time to get building. And just like that, we've got a leg to stand on. Make sure to make some shins. Guess teamwork makes the dream work. Now back to you. Ooh, someone's teeth are coming in. While we're at it, throw on some tusks and fangs. Next, maybe add some nice chain material. You know what pairs well with a belt? Clothes. A study in contrasts. Rags, but make it shine. And you can walk tall with these shoes.
What?
Okay, it's your turn again. Let's whip up a pelvis. Make it sturdy. Look at the chest it needs to hold. Next, we're gonna need some shoulders. And maybe a head to put on top too. Now how about a jacket? Need to keep that mouth warm. Ooh, let's upgrade those hands. And something for the arms. Everything's coming up blocks for this guy. The perfect thing to whip up some arms. But what are we gonna do for hands? Like we have to ask, let's get building. Now say hello to our not-so-little friend. Hey, look, you're on candid camera. We've got no secrets, but we could use some spare parts. Cover it up with some black clay. Remember, 2 heads are better than 1. So I guess that means 3 are even better. Just remember to add the teeth. Moles don't have eyes or ears, but they've got teeth. Speaking of heads, this guy needs one. And who says pink isn't intimidating? But we're not out of blocks yet. And there's plenty of room for some extra attachments. Ooh, a screen. Someone needs nasal spray. Look, it comes in Platinum Edition. We could use that. You're never fully dressed without a jetpack. Ugh. Hey, would you like some jerky? Of course, it's always important to read the label. They're not that tasty, but it's great building material. Okay, now it's time for these two to flaunt their stuff. Like I said, let the Skibidi battle commence. Don't worry, you can spare a few limbs. I mean, we can always make some more.
It looks like these titans are ready to rumble. It's time to say goodbye to your limbs. To paraphrase Lewis Carroll, off with their heads. Well, when things break, we can always rebuild. Of course, we might need a staple or two. And fire. That should secure things. Now smooth out the top. It's always best to keep an eye on things. Add some clay so we can make lashes. Now grab that saw. We're making a mouth. A hair clip? Well, it's got some bite. Shame to waste such a good brain. Besides, there's plenty to go around. Bend them into place and whiten them. While we're at it, this guy could use a new coat of paint. Next, we'll need help from our old pal, Pikachu. Bony arms seem to be in style. Grab that antenna. Calm down, they're still screaming. Now just bend that antenna into place. Ditch that shirt, but keep the hanger. Twist it up, And our pal's got a third leg. Use some hot glue to give it some skin. Add some paint. And try them out for a stroll. Now take a tank and slice it in half. Throw some clay on. And close it up like a clam. I think you earned a little grape break. Just make sure you save the seeds. They're a new row of chompers. Of course, some paint will help liven things up. Add some slime. No one likes dry mouth. Let's borrow a foot. And whatever this is. Soon, we'll whip up a skeleton. Add hands. Drip on some dark hot glue. When it dries, add some red. You'll need a good head on your shoulders. Well, a head. And some pants would be a good idea. Plus, a tie just looks classy. Pair with a sort of jacket. A few protective pads wouldn't hurt either. Add some paint to keep things from clashing. Pretty soon, he'll be ready for the battleground. Careful now, 'cause the cavalry has arrived. These titans are back and better, and badder than ever.
Ouch!
Huh? Huh?
Yes!
Hey. Huh?
Oops.